Yo, what's good with telepathy? Starting on the 23rd of November, but it's the 1st of December today's. So, as you can see, I've taken my time, just had one of them weeks. Done a USA edition last week. Now I'm doing some more UK. Right, well, t.snap is from Peckham. He's a certified guy. He's been rapping from very young. You could hear it in his metaphors and rhyme schemes. For me, that freestyle is straight grease, but it's still heavily lyrical. I would call it D-Block-esque, because rappers like Styles P can be greasy and lyrical together like that. The video's decent, Bearman ballied up, but t.snap isn't. He actually finishes the beat. To me, if you haven't listened to the hotspot, go check it out, and I think it's worth a listen. You want to hear some real grimy rap, which is lyrical, the hotspot. Secondly, we got Dirty Goodz, Brexit. Dirty Goodz or Dogs, whichever one you're familiar with, has been around for a long time, so I'm not going to cover him like he's a new artist, but more of one making, I would say, comeback. I don't know, basically he's dropped a couple songs so far, but this one, Brexit, is mad because he kind of just goes through the whole Brexit thing in a mad way. It's very informative for a grime song, and the video is decent. So big up Dirty Goodz on Brexit. Now I'm going to step into the movies, because Blues movie come out over the weekend and I haven't got to see it, but due to a beef in Birmingham, View Cinemas have pulled the film out of all cinemas nationwide, which will have a devastating effect on movie sales. Therefore the film could have been a flop, but it actually still ended up being third in the movie ratings. So the View thing didn't really disrupt. Well, it did, because imagine if they were open, they might have went number one. So in a way, it kind of stifled their number one, but it's still a number three, and they sold a load of tickets, which is great. I'm a firm believer that you can't keep blaming the films for other people's actions, especially if the beef has nothing to do with the film, and it's not even in the area of the film or anything, you know what I'm saying? Ratman has put in a lot of work into this movie. He's come a long way. Frozen 2 is also in the cinemas at the moment, and you did reinstate the movie in the end. At the time when I was writing this, it was like before it happened, got reinstated, so that's kind of like an update. My Donny Karmz has been up in the studio with Maximus Prophet, cooking up some heat. From what I've heard, it's sounding good. And he also had his first ever PA at an open mic called Mic Top Events, and he fucked it up. Still, Primark Bags is still showing that it's a catchy banger. I got a little footage on my story. I don't know, I might even have to add a little bit. Who knows, you might see some footage. Jeremy dropped Grime MC physical only, and it sold out in a lot of places. He's taken it back to the village early, and he's clearly tuned in, because I've been having these conversations. I ain't even gonna blow my own trumpet like that, but me, Wiley, the Grime Gremlin, we've been having that village and physical, and Wiley's been saying it for a bit, so it's good that he's jumped the gun and he's actually killed it. I hear Skepta and Trippy's dropped a mixtape or something, some sort of project. I don't know if it's true, but I did hear that. I'm going to shout out man like Raver from Peckham, because he's been doing his thing for a minute now, and his journey's going pretty well. Going to shout out his song Bad Up, because I think that's his banger right now, and that's the song what I think he'll make the most out of at the moment. I think it's got the right energy. You don't have to move on to the next song. This song is holding a lot of energy, where it's dancehall too. Dancehall tunes have a bit more longevity on a reel, so I'm bigging up Bad Up, because champagne on ice, like they say. And he's got Shell Down 2 or Shell Down. It's got Shell Down, which is a nice little banger too. It's got more of a like slower kind of vibe to it, more party kind of. It's a different vibe. But yeah, big up Raven, man. I see you doing your thing, man. You've been calling out DJs. I see him out there still. I like it. I like it. Do your thing. Giggs has been touring Europe. Heskapta's been on tour too. See man like Roll Malone with Tim Westwood, which is a great look. Apex Joe's dropped Grime Sing Law, and that one's been getting a couple radio plays, and I think it's a nice grime song. And my song of the week is Borders by St. John featuring Lenny Kravitz. Check that out, innit? That ain't a UK song, I know, but still. I gotta update my playlist, but you should find all the songs in the link in the description, innit? It's been What's Good with Telepathy. It's your boy Telepathy. Like, comment, subscribe, show some love. Share. Subscribe. Give me some criticism. Give me some artists. You get me? I need some interaction. Like, this is what it's about. Holla. Boom.